Hello Capricorn, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for May 2023. I hope that these messages resonate and help you in the month ahead. Remember, these energies, this reading is to help you tap into your own intuition and it empowers you, I hope, to trust your intuition, to make your decisions this month and to allow it to be your guiding force this month. Let's get started. Capricorn, what a reading. I just want to say, my friends, if you've been wondering where your abundance has been, where you've got all Pentacles and then the Empress. This talks of abundance. You've got, so your overall energy, my friends, before I get carried away with myself, is magical manifestation, and you've got the releasement. You've got good things to come. Plant now, thrive always. You have the Empress, the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I like these, the overall energies. I feel that this is the overall energy that permeates through your whole reading, Capricorn. And I feel it leads you to the releasement. I love how this is set in autumn. It's time to let go. And for some of you, Capricorn, I feel that this is maybe how you are physically feeling. It's almost like in autumn, the days are getting cooler, the days are cooler, the days are getting shorter. The leaves start to fall off the trees, there's less greenery, the light changes. There's still beauty in it with all the autumn leaves. But I feel there's a sense here, I feel that you might be feeling a bit tired. A little bit like you need to cocoon, a little bit like you need rest and relaxation. And so apply that to how that fits in your life. And I feel that's going to be important, this energy. Autumn for me is a month of settling down. You know, the hype of summer, we tend to do more in summer, we tend to be busier and more active. And I feel autumn kind of brings us back indoors a little bit. Back to maybe being a little bit more quiet, doing those activities that, like I said, are a bit more indoors, that are a bit more calm. And I feel this energy backs this energy, and that's why it's not before, it's after. I feel that this releasement, this releasing the need to do, releasing the need to be, releasing what no longer serves, allowing things to fall away in their own time and space, that backs this energy of magical manifestation. This card has come out you're the 10th reading I've done, and I think it's come out at least 5 times. Magical manifestation. Capricorn, it's so important that you're in a place of calm and quiet. Ritual. I just see this as like an altar having a practice or a daily ritual that is calming and nurturing, even if it's just the way that you do your evening dishes. Mindfully, calmly, the way you chop your vegetables for a soup. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, you know, starting your day with some ritual. Opening your eyes and making sure that before you get out of bed you've smiled. You've said hello to the new day. You might splash your face and take your time putting your moisturizers on, you know, doing it calmly, or brush your hair, but I just feel like there's a sense of mindfulness that is required. And I think it's in those mundane activities that you put your mindfulness into. I feel like there's this sense of magic that's going to come out of that. And there's a sense of manifestation. These things that are going to be manifesting in your everyday life. I see the mundane. I see the everyday in your reading. And I don't think this is life-changing, groundbreaking change. But I feel it's so profound because it's in your everyday. It permeates through your everyday. So with all these pentacles and with the Empress here, it's so in the tangible world. I don't feel this month that we're talking about your spiritual practice, though being mindfulness is a spiritual practice, but I don't feel like you're not deep diving. I don't feel like you're doing a lot of inner work. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I'm trying to say, Capricorn. I don't know why I found that so hard. I don't feel this month is a month of a lot of inner work, except for what you release, what you let go, the releasement, what you allow to just be as it naturally is. For instance, you might have to do the dishes. Allow that to be and may it be mindful. You might be letting go of old habits or things that may have already started to fall away from your life, and there's a level of acceptance and allowing that needs to come from that. The more in the now you can be in those mundane chores and just everyday life, the more you manifest in your everyday life. Good things to come. I give thanks for all I have and all that awaits. I feel there's this sense of calm in the month of May for you, Capricorn, which doesn't really surprise me because May is the month of Taurus, and a fellow earth sign. So in Taurus season, you feel quite well. And Taurus being the fixed sign probably makes you feel more grounded, more stable. And I feel that energy permeates through this month. I think the month of May is probably, well, so far this year, I don't know what's coming forth, but Spirit is saying to me, it's probably the best month of the year for you. Or certainly sets you up for the rest of 2023. And there's this gratitude, I think, that you're just naturally going to have. I don't feel that you have to make yourself do this. These rituals that I spoke about earlier, like just the one that pops back into my mind is the one about make sure you smile before you get out of bed. I'm not saying that that's something that you need to do, But if that's what you were called to do, it would kind of come naturally. There might be some days that you'd be like, oh, I almost put my feet on the ground and I didn't smile, and that'll make you smile. So the smile will be natural. It won't be forced. Nothing this month is going to be forced. I don't feel that anything this month is going to be forced. You are going to allow things to be, because your energy is one of love and nurturing and care. And there's this sense, Capricorn, that you almost feel, you instinctively know you need to be in the now. And I feel that you'll do things in the now mindfully. I don't feel like you're going to race around doing 100 things at once. And I think if you find yourself caught up in that for a moment, you will realize it so quickly, and you will kind of go, oh no, what am I doing? No, this is silly. I don't need to do this. You've got plant now, thrive always. I nourish and care for and love my future self. Just going to see if I can just adjust. I don't know if that will make it any better. Plant now, thrive always. I nourish, care for and love my future self. And you're doing this in the now. But you're doing it for your future. You're doing it. It's like when we start an exercise program, we start it in the now. Logically, we can tell ourselves the benefits, but our body doesn't start to show any difference for quite a while down the track. And that's what this card is, Capricorn. It's that energy of, you might be starting something now, and it's going to be your future self that benefits. But you know what? It says plant now, thrive always. It doesn't say plant now, thrive in the future. In doing this, in nourishing and caring and loving yourself right now, knowing that it will make you healthier and happier in the future, is a way of thriving in the now. It's a way of knowing that you're looking after yourself, that you love yourself. I'm so loving this energy, Capricorn. It feels like, to me, when I do my readings, I feel the energy. So, you know, when the energy is heavy or there's a lot of lessons in it, I feel that. And sometimes I find it makes me tired. This energy makes me feel really peaceful. This energy makes me want to go and eat healthy. Makes me want to go and sit out in nature. It makes me want to start a ritual. It makes me want to do things for me. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this reading for you, Capricorn. This is your reading. And good things to come. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what you've been doing or what you've been through. The good things are coming. And I feel like they're here to stay for quite a while. Like I feel this change, this abundance, these pentacles, this Empress is here for the long haul. The Empress doesn't understand the word lack. She doesn't understand not looking after yourself, putting yourself last, not nurturing yourself, not giving to yourself. She doesn't understand that, because the Empress embodies the energy of all the queens, and the queens are the feminine energy of receiving what you need when you need it. The queens know in their own way, depending what suit they are, that they will receive. They'll receive what they need. They'll receive that in resources or information, messages, guidance, ideas. They'll receive it in energy, the ability to move and go for things, the drive. They'll receive it in the love of, the fulfillment of. And the Empress embodies all of those, Capricorn. And this Empress here is in the first week of May. She sets the tone. There is this sense of you'll be filling yourself up. You'll be giving to yourself in such a way. And that's what these rituals does. That's what these mindful moments do. They give to you. They don't take away. They enhance your life. Doing the dishes mindfully enhances your life. Now that might make you go, what? And I know, I would have been the first one to go, how? Because you get to the point where you do with your mind, body and soul. You don't do something to get it over and done with in like, frustration or, I've got to do the dishes again, dread. That energy carries through whatever you touch. Whereas when you go, I've got 10 minutes to do the dishes. I'm going to do them quietly. The warm water is going to feel beautiful in the coldness of the day. I'm doing it in front of my window. I'm going to look outside. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to look at the bubbles that the sponge makes and the suds. And that energy is amazing. It's to be experienced, Capricorn. That's what I'm going to say to you. A couple of years ago, I was in a very odd place, and I love soups. I have soup all year round. I just love it. I just find that it resets my system. I just love them. They agree with me so much. And I hated chopping the vegetables. Just like, And so sometimes I would make the veggies massive because I'd cut things into 4 because I just didn't want to cut. And then one day I'd been in this odd, difficult place for a while. And I found myself chopping mindfully, and I chopped everything into nice small pieces, and it took me hours, well, over an hour. And when the pot, like my soup, was on the boil, and I felt amazing. I felt like I had put love and time, positive energy into my soup. And I remember thinking, I'm going to eat that. I wasn't cursing having to chop things and, what a waste of time, I just want to be doing something else. No, I made it mindful, and for some reason I was kind of taken back afterwards, and I just went, I actually enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed that time out. And it stayed with me. I love chopping things now. It's amazing. It is, and it's. I'm not saying that you're going to enjoy chopping or you're going to enjoy doing your dishes, but it's that it's those things that put you in that moment of mindfulness, Capricorn. That's what you're going to enjoy. You're not really going to care what the chore is exactly. It's more the feeling you get when you do it mindfully. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's that mindfulness that almost sort of draws you in. And then you look at ways to do other things mindfully. It's quite amazing. Now this Empress is abundant. And you've got all Pentacles. Pentacles is the tangible things in our world, and it's generally linked to money. But it's not all about money, but it is about resources. And it can be, because it's the tangible things, it can be our job, it can be the people around us, it can be our homes, it can be our business, all those things that are tangible of this world, the things that make up our world and how we live. And the Empress sets that tone. She sets that tone of loving yourself, knowing that what you need will come to you. It's not a sense of being greedy. It's not a sense of asking for more than you need. It's a sense of knowing that you are divine. You are worthy of abundance on whatever level that means for you, Capricorn. And I feel the Empress is here because the Empress is also major arcana. So it's the steps that Spirit takes to co-create with us. She's the first week of May. And it's almost like Spirit is showing you your worth, Capricorn. And I feel in week 2, you're going to have some doubts. I think you're going to be juggling with your old way of doing things and this new glimpse you've had of how you would like to live, how you would like to nurture yourself, how you would like your life to be. And there's this juggle between, I don't know if I believe that I can do this. I don't know if I believe that I'm, not even that you're going to tell yourself, am I worthy? It's just that you're going to feel like there's an aspect of it that is not possible. So you're going to, I think in the second week, there's going to be this juggling between trusting and believing in yourself and your doubts. And I feel like the old way, your old way of thinking or being. And I feel it's likely with these waves in the background, it's likely to be an emotional week. Spirit's saying ride it out. Go back to just nurturing yourself and slowing down. Remember I said you might be tired. You might be feeling a little bit worn out. It's likely to surface in week 2. Give yourself time. Nurture yourself. Look after yourself. Try not to allow the old habits in you, the old mindset to come back and take control. There's this sense here with this Page of Pentacles. There's a newness, there's a freshness coming in. Again, it's all the Pentacles. So this freshness that's coming in, it's going to drive you forward and it's going to get you to the Queen of Pentacles. But it's young energy. It's energy that is a little bit not unaware, but it's not like you've formed new habits yet. It's not like you know exactly what you're doing. You get glimpses of where you're going. You get glimpses of what you'd like to do. And then it kind of, you know, your old way of doing things, your old habits kind of kick in and they step back into place. But the Page of Pentacles is curious, and it is, well, the pages themselves are curious. They're innovative. They kind of see, they have this young energy of seeing the potential in something. Instead of saying, I don't know if I can do this, they'll be like, why not? What if? You know, they see potential. They don't see problems and pitfalls yet. They don't have the doubts yet because they're too caught up in the newness of something. And I feel this energy is going to carry you forward to keep you transforming, to keep you moving towards this much more nurturing way of living your life. Because remember, this is Capricorn, this is all in the tangible world. This is all the Pentacles. So this is in the real life world, not just in like personal development or you know, digging deep and doing your inner work. It's not about that at all. It's about your outer world and how you are in that. And then we come to the Queen of Pentacles in week 4, and she's at the stage where she's worked towards her goals and dreams in the night, and it's like now she's reaping the benefits. She's in a position to receive. The queens are that receptive energy, that energy that knows, I will get what I need. I don't have to fight. I don't have to struggle. Yes, of course, you have to do stuff. You can't just sit in a corner and just do nothing. There are definitely steps that you have to take. But the Queen, generally the steps are done with the Knights. The Knights are the action taking. They're that masculine energy that takes action, moves forward, strives. And the Queen is then that energy that, okay, you've started moving forward, you've got the momentum going, you keep going, but now you allow yourself to slow down. You allow yourself to kind of open up and go, right, I'm going to stop for a minute and just look around me. What's come back in? What has the action brought back to me? Because if you keep with the Knight energy of pushing, you push everything away from you. As you push out into the world to make things happen, what's coming back for you gets pushed out as well. So then we sit and wonder why we're not receiving. And it's just because we're in that energy of pushing. So the Queen is that energy of taking moments of pausing and being aware. And I think that's where these rituals, that's where this mindfulness that we spoke about earlier, that's where it comes in, and that's where it plays a big part in your reading, because the Queen of Pentacles is saying things are coming in for you. The Empress is saying there's abundance around you. Your overall energy is magical manifestation, and this oracle says good things to come. Plant now, thrive always. There's a real sense of moving forward in your world, Capricorn. And there's a sense of doing that mindfully and not set. You've got the releasement, not set in your old habits or how you would have done things 3 years ago or 6 months ago. Allow the new you that has evolved and grown. Give that you. That's your authentic you right now. Give that you space to bring all this forward. It's a beautiful reading, my friends. I'm sending you so much love, light and blessings, Capricorn. Take good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.